I don't stutter when I talk. I've said he's been out. He's not doing anything what he's.
I didn't call you Baldy.
Yeah, 10-4. Just want to get to cast you.
It's bald. It's the 3 ball blues. I'm hiding mine. Morning. How is everyone?
Morning, boys.
Very good.
How are you, LB?
Bald.
And to anyone saying we're late, we're not 12 hours late. We're 10 minutes late. We're not 12 hours, 10 minutes late.
I was saying, man, this ain't Sky Sports, man. Yeah, you ain't got a TV schedule. Yeah.
Well,
we got our producers getting us ready. You know what I mean? Putting our makeup on. Yeah, and all that kind of crap. Yeah, we go live when we go live. So if you want mainstream media, you want to be on time, go watch Sky Sports News, man.
Yeah, exactly that. Right, anyone catch England yesterday?
I did.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's Wales, isn't it?
Good or Wales just absolutely shit?
Wales were terrible.
Yeah,
absolutely
awful.
They didn't even get out their half in the first 30 minutes, did they?
Yeah,
shambolic, man.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe John Stones started, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on there, man. You would have thought that, like, the FA and, have some brains in it and be like, yo, John Stones, injury-prone player. I mean, in the end, it was, probably good minutes for him. Yeah, but obviously, you know what I mean? Like,
but when he got the injury, you're thinking, fuck's sake, not again.
Well, I know, that's what I mean. It's just like, sometimes you just feel like you don't have any brains, man.
Same with Saka. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same though, is it? Because I know Saka gets a few injuries, right? But John Stones is. He played less minutes last year than Grealish, bro.
Yeah. No, I hear it. And the thing is, for me, these games are supposed to be used to learn about the squad. What do you need to learn about John Stones? If he's fit, he starts. If he's not fit, he doesn't. Right. That's pretty much all you need to know going into the World Cup. I don't think you need to keep playing him. Same with Henderson. I don't get why is Henderson actually going to fucking go? Is he going to go to the World Cup? Because if he's not going to go to the World Cup,
he probably is. Otherwise, why is he in the squad?
Waste of time.
Absolute waste of time.
He obviously is going to go to the World Cup, isn't he? Otherwise, why is he there? Of course, he's going to be in the squad. Yeah. Elliot Anderson played again. He was pretty good.
I like him.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to be in the market, aren't we, for a midfielder in the summer, maybe 2. We all know that. Obviously. Probably at the moment, I probably would go towards Wharton, yeah. But I do like Anderson, man. I think he's got that bit of like Bruno Guimaraes style in him. You know what I mean? Like proper loves a tackle, can carry the ball well. He's just a very technical player, man. I don't know, man. I need to watch him a bit more. I only started like fully watching him like about a month or 6 weeks ago. And I watched him a couple of games. I thought, he's fucking good, him. Yeah. And I watched him again. Good. Watched him again. And then every time I watched him, he was just like, the guy was just fucking mint. So we'll see, man.
We've got to be careful with the England tax, innit? Fucking Calvin Phillips was the player of the year for England.
No.
Jack Grealish was sensational for England, but before we signed him, and then everyone waxes lyrical, but it's whether they can do it in the big dog fucking team, innit? The Blues.
I'm convinced we get Wharton. I'm convinced we get Wharton.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if we're already fucking working on that in the background.
Well, no, I think clubs work on transfers years in advance. I honestly do. So, whoever City are looking at in the next summer, they're probably already talking to. Because you need an idea, don't you? You need to know why to play up for it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the other place I've seen Wharton linked to recently is Barcelona. Would be interesting if he just skips going to an English club and just goes over there.
Goes Barca.
Yeah, just goes Barca. But right, we're going to do some play ratings today. Me and Pulpy did them yesterday. I've been told, LB, that you like to give weird ratings like 7.8s and
you're sure? You let me do what you
No, bro. Do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want. But it'll be interesting. I'm not going to share mine and Pulpy's, and we'll see if yours is similar. once. Oh, share screen. People, make sure you're liking the video. Share screen. There it is. Right. Can you both see that? Or do I need to zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, I can see it.
Right then, we will start with the big man, Donnarumma. Steve, I'll go to you first.
I'm going to say 8 out of 10. I think he's done well. You know what I mean? I think he's brought something big to the team. Losing a man like Ederson, you know, everyone had a meltdown. He can't play with his feet, etc., etc. But I think that the back four looks a lot more calmer with him there, and I feel like on set pieces we've actually got a presence that can try and punch it away. And one-on-ones, I don't feel like he's going to tear ass out of the box and snap someone in half and get sent off. I think he's going to be a bit calmer. So for me, I think he's done all right, even though he's only early. But I'd give him an 8, me.
LB?
I'll go 7.5.
0.5 is not too bad. We're starting off all right. What have you thought of his distribution? Because I actually think it's
not even that bad.
Good.
It's not even that bad, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, I just think personally, right, too much was probably done on the whole kicking the ball situation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just felt like people was thinking that we was going to get Donnarumma and just play exactly the same way.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was never going to happen. Pep was obviously going to adapt the team a little bit. And what we lose, listen, I always say this, right? Yeah, but it's simple as, it's all about risk reward, right?
Yeah,
Ederson was not great at keeping the ball out the back of the net, but the guy was mega at distribution. So, like, so long as it was always worth it, you'd accept the shot stopping wasn't the best, but so long as he was bringing, and you know what? For the large majority of his career, it was worth it. I've got to say, probably over the last 18 months, or let's just say last year, it probably flipped. You'd probably say last year, his distribution didn't outweigh the lack of shot stopping because we were facing so many shots.
We're facing more shots,
So now, because our defense ain't as good as it was, we need someone in net who can keep the ball out the back of the net. And so for me, that's Donnarumma. And so long as the saves outweigh the poor distribution, even though I don't even think it's that bad, it will be worth it. If Donnarumma starts letting in shots on goal, he's not going to be worth it at that point because his distribution isn't going to make up for the fact he's keeping it out. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I think it's a mint signing. And I don't just think it's about that. I think it's a fact that he's a leader as well.
Yeah.
Which I think you need because last year, fuck me. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see one captain on that pitch last year, whereas now, Donnarumma's there, Haaland's there, Diaz is looking decent, Rodri's back. So it's all looking good, man.
Facts. Right, what about Trafford? LB, I'll come to you first on this one.
I'll say 7. You know, the mistake against Spurs, I don't think we would have got anything from that game, even if you don't make that. So it's irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
I think he come in and done all right. So
apart from that game, I think he's been pretty good.
Yeah. 7.
Steve?
Yeah, I was going to give him a 6. Only because he's not played, you know what I mean? And like you say, he did look a little bit like he was trying to be Ederson. Like the fans wanted him to start zipping the ball about. I think he panicked a little bit, but other than that, I mean, he's been all right. He's done okay. I feel a bit sorry for him, really. But when a goalkeeper like Donnarumma arrives, you can't turn it down. So it's be interesting to see where he goes from here. To be fair,
yeah, interesting to see if he stays with us even past. And Ortega hasn't gone nowhere yet, has he? As well, he's still here.
No.
Right, main man Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah. Nico.
Okay, baller, mate. Yeah, what a player this guy is. He's fucking
probably give him a 9, you know, because I think he started the season really well. He looks like he's made that left back position his own. He's got everything: bit of pace, bit of power, technique. I used to fear that sometimes he'd come drifting in a little bit much because of his midfield head on him, but I feel now he's thinking, you know what, I can make this position my own. And he's got an England call up, so I don't think it gets better than that for him, you know. So for me, like LB said, I mean, I speak to him quite regularly after the games, and he's quite just a nice kid. I've spoke to him
Yeah,
ever
he
since
seems
he
it in
played
every
in the
interview
youth
I've
team.
seen.
You know, in the youth team, he always spoke to us. And a couple of years back, I was watching him at Charlie pre-season, and he was just tearing it up in midfield. So brilliant. And the fact that he's a Mancunian lad as well and a City fan, it's always the best. But I think he started the season well, so I'd definitely give him a 9.
LB?
I'll go 9.
You two scored him higher than we did.
No, I don't. Well, the thing is, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like Donnarumma, right? He made a bit of a mistake against Arsenal, so he cost us a couple points. It wasn't just his fault, whatever. Yeah, but I'm looking at Nico O'Reilly. I'm thinking, what errors has he made?
Nah,
What's
he
he done
hasn't.
wrong? He's not made any errors. He
point.
locked up Madueke and Saka. The only thing I'd probably say, and this will come with time, is when he goes forward. Sometimes, like there was a game recently where he was just on the edge of the box, and I was like, "Go make an overlapping run," but then you don't know if Pep's telling him to stay there for cover. So I'd like to see him get involved a little bit more in our attacks in terms of overlapping or whatever.
But that, do you know what? That last season, that came after a few games. He started getting more involved, didn't he?
Exactly.
So maybe. Well, just quickly, I see people still, even from yesterday's video, there's people in the comments saying, we should put Ait-Nouri back as left back and play O'Reilly in the middle of the park. But I'm kind of like, why?
Well, first of all, if we're being completely honest, Nico O'Reilly's only had a few opportunities to play midfield, but I don't think he's been particularly great when he's played there. And also, why would you take out Nico O'Reilly when he's playing well? Consistency. How about make Ait-Nouri earn his position back?
Yeah, I agree with you.
What sort of example are you setting there if you're saying to a player, "Oh, you've been worse than him so far this season, but I'm going to put you back in because you cost 30 million"? I'm not about that.
I don't understand why you change it if he's performing well as a left back, like very well to the point where he's getting an England call up. I really don't understand why you then go and look, last season when maybe we needed midfielders, but when we're fine for midfielders, I don't get why we do that. Right, moving on to Ait-Nouri. Steve,
probably a 4. You know, I think pre-season we've seen some glimpses of him, and I thought he was all right, but he started the season just okay. He's not done anything special, and then got injured, so it's hard to rate him really. But I think, like I say, with Nico O'Reilly's emergence, he's got to come back and fight for his place. We want to see a bit of something from him. You know what I mean? We need him.
Yeah, LB.
Yeah, but I don't think he's been great, to be honest. And he got absolutely rinsed at Brighton, didn't he? He got absolutely cooked off that minute before he got subbed off. Yeah, I'm sort of in the same sort of region as Steve, unfortunately. I'll go 4.5.
Okay. Right then. The man. I saw a stat yesterday that apparently we haven't conceded a goal in open play since March when Khusanov's been on the pitch.
Wouldn't surprise me if it's true. Guy's fucking mint. Should start every game. Well, not every game, actually. I've said this myself. But when you're playing like the Burnleys at home and that, I think I'd start Nunes because I think you need more going forward. But every away game, no matter who you're playing, Khusanov's in the team. Every big game, Khusanov's in the team. This guy is exactly what we've been crying out for. Yeah, last season, that first half of the year when no one wanted to put a tackle in, was going through games. Yeah, the ground duel. I was doing the stats after the game, looking at the ground duels. No tackles, no challenges, soft. Kevin De Bruyne coming out, said the team's soft. Yeah, and then you got Khusanov, who's basically like Zabaleta, but on steroids. And he's exactly what this team was crying out for me. And you know what, as well, I also think he's bringing out the best of Diaz again, because I think Diaz prefers playing with Khusanov, because I think he knows what Khusanov's about. He keeps it simple. So obviously, because he's at right back, limitations going forward. Obviously, he's never going to be like crossing it in or like playing little cheeky through balls and that. But for what we need, just a solid defensive player, mint. And for me, bro, I'm going to give him a 9.3.
Okay, fair. Do you know what? Yesterday, so I'm pretty certain Uzbekistan played Kuwait yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But you couldn't even get the result until the game had finished.
Yeah, some of them are like that, bro.
Fucking mad. But right, Steve, what about you?
I'd probably give him a 7.
A 7?
Bit harsh.
I think there's a lot of like weird Khusanov like fanboy girly energy going around in the City fan base, and I think it's a lot. It is a very weird. Like you've got to realise that the kid's a young lad. He's coming, yeah, he's fine, but I don't get excited because somebody throws a tackle in, man. You know what I mean? I've got to be like, you're playing for Man City now. We're an elite football team. Turn up, do your job. You know what I mean? And that's what he does. And at the minute, you know, in the first, it hasn't always been rosy for him. You know, he has had little games where we think he's miles off it. But I feel like he just needs to cement a position his own. Pep needs to say, right, we're going to play him right back. And then we'll all get behind him as right back. I think he's got the pace. He's got the power. I do like him. But I think people put too much pressure on him like he's some sort of superstar at the minute. He's a young kid. We just got to leave him alone. Let him do his shit.
He's been that much like... So you gave O'Reilly a 9, but you think he's a 7. I think they've been equal to each other.
Yeah, I think they've been very close.
Nah, listen, I don't try and like the pressure that honestly I've been on shows and people have been like, he's like talking to me like he's Maldini. And I'm like, he's not Maldini.
I do hear that. I do hear that.
Relax. He's a young kid, he'll get there. But I'm just, you know, I'm not, he is what he is. He's doing his job, he's doing all right. He has got a little bit of as well, he's got a lot of learning to do, but we need to see where he is. I don't know whether he's a centre-back or a right-back. The last few games, he's played well at right-back, and I thought, well, if he can get a run here at right-back, we might have our right-back sorted, and then he gets injured. Don't forget, he has had a few injuries as well.
Yeah, he has. Fair. Rico Lewis. Well, if Khusanov's a 7, what is Rico? By the way, just to remind them, Rico, because we're doing play ratings this season, Rico Lewis, you have to be fair. He's very good against Wolves. Very good.
Yeah, it was. Like Randers, he had a good game there. Yeah. And then he was poor against Tottenham, and that's all we've really seen. So you've had one good game, one bad game, and then you had a couple of minutes either there. So I'll probably give him a 5. He's basically had one good game and one bad game. That's basically it, isn't
it? Same.
Well, same. Nunes?
I'd give Nunes probably 6. Same again. He's hit and miss. He's a midfielder playing at right back. It's a weird setup situation for him to be in. I do feel like he has that little bozo moment in him somewhere where he does something stupid. I can never really settle with him on the pitch. I mean, we talk about Khusanov. He has the same where Khusanov against United, how many times he's flattening people on the edge of the box for no reason, giving them free kicks. Now, against a better team, we were dominating the game. Against a better team, he's giving them a chance to get back in it. That's the decision-making that with me, I think. The fans get all giddy, always flatten someone. But if they cross it in and fucking slab Ed Maguire heads one in the corner, then it's like, fucking hell, why are you bringing people down on there when they're going nowhere? I feel like Nunes does the same. You know what I mean? You think, oh, God, Nunes. But then he's doing all right at the minute. So,
yeah, I think he had a good game against Brentford, to be fair. I thought he was good against Brentford. But what about you, LB? Are you around the same or lower, higher?
Yeah, I'd probably give him... I mean, that handball that he gave away against Brighton was just stupid, wasn't it? You know, I mean, what's he doing with his hand up there, man? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when he's on the pitch, when he came on against Arsenal, I sensed the rest of the defence felt a little bit nervy.
No, that's what it is. And this is why, I think you got to credit Khusanov as well. I think when Khusanov's on the pitch, I think the whole defence, the whole team just looks a lot more settled. Nunes, listen, he's made probably one error. He's been all right. I'll give him a 6.3.
6.3. Okay. People, make sure you're smashing those like buttons. As I think it was Ricky just said, let's get those likes up way past 100. John Stones, for me, I'll let you two go. Sorry, I've done mine yesterday.
Stones, he's same, innit? Every season, it's the same. When he plays, he don't put a foot wrong. We don't play enough, keeps getting niggles and injuries and stuff like that. So I think I'd got to give him a 6, and that's more just to be because I'm disappointed in him. It's not his fault, but I feel like he's made of fucking Weetabix at the minute.
Yeah, so, I think he's catching up with him a bit as well.
Yeah,
I feel like he's
give him a 6 for me. I can't change that. Yeah, 6.
And then the next one, which was similar to John Stones, Nathan Ake, I think he's caught up with him as well.
Yeah, probably.
Well, he's hardly played, has he? So,
no, I think I'd just give him a 5. So he's halfway. He's not done out. He's just come back.
I'd give him a 5 as well. Give him a 5.
I think it's going to be a really interesting one for him as well, because Koeman's come out and basically said you ain't going to be going to the World Cup unless you get game time. So he's going to probably want to move in January, but I think the club will probably want to hold on to him because of the homegrown quota.
Unless they just bring Vita Hayes back in.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it would be the right thing to do because he's going to need game time to get in that Holland team right now. Right, Ruben Diaz, LB.
I think he's been putting in some decent performances in the last couple of games. I definitely think I say it again, but because we're on him, I definitely think he prefers playing with Khusanov. I think Diaz gets nervous when he's playing next to Nunes. I think he was under a bit of pressure this season as well, in my opinion. Well, he was for me anyway, because I think since the treble year, he's not been anywhere near those levels.
Yeah.
But I think there are promising signs. You've also got to take into consideration last year, he's been playing with Akanji, then it was Diaz, then it was Stones, then it was this guy and that guy. So he's never been able to get a stable partnership. And I think, something that I asked before the season is we need a stable back two. And we're getting one now with Diaz and Gvardiol. And I think Diaz is really starting to, enjoy that. He knows where Gvardiol is. Yeah, he knows where Khusanov is. And obviously he's got Donnarumma behind him. So I think you're slowly starting to see the best of Diaz or getting close to them levels. I'm going to go too crazy with it. Still really, really slow. And that causes a problem when we pushed up the pitch. But I think he's been all right. I'll give him a 7.2.
And Steve, how about you?
I think he's done all right. I think he's done okay. I think that the first season of Ruben Diaz is the one we all judge him on, where he was outstanding. He was everything we needed, breath of fresh air. I still think he is like that. I just feel like it depends who he plays with. I feel like if he's got Gvardiol alongside him, that works. It helps him out a lot. I feel like when Stones is there, sometimes we're a little bit exposed for pace.
Yeah, now we are. It's not the same. Remember, it used to be a point where we just always wanted Diaz and Stones together as a partnership. It just don't look the same now, does it, when they're together?
No, but I mean, we can't disrespect Ruben Diaz. I feel like we're a better team with him in it. I feel like, he's just got to get his own form back to where it needs to be. And I think that regular Gvardiol partnership, if he keeps playing that, I feel like he will get there with it. You know what I mean? So I'd probably give him a 7.
Right, okay. And then talking of Gvardiol, onto Gvardiol.
Yeah, well, it's funny actually. I didn't think he's played particularly well in the last couple of games.
I think Gvardiol's been.
But what's funny? I seen a comment today, and he's talking about how knackered he is.
Yeah.
So I think he is. I think obviously last year he played pretty much every single game for club and country. Yeah. And then obviously he's come back this year from his little injury straight back in the team. I do feel like that we need to try and find a way of give him a rest. Maybe Swansea, don't play him there. But he's been good. You know what I mean? And he is fucking mint, bro. Yeah. He is fucking what a player. What a player. And I don't know if you guys seen
it's how much
just everything about him, mate. He can carry the ball. He does the John Stones thing. He can carry the ball forward. He's passing like Laporte's mega. He can win headers. He's a good defender. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys seen Tiki's exit interview, but Tiki said he will be the best defender in world football. That's what he said when he left. So I think he's class. I'd give him a. What do I give him an 8? I think you've given an 8. Yeah, you know what? I'll give him an 8.
I mean, look, the 2 games that we lost, he wasn't on the pitch.
Same for me. 8 for me. I feel like he's always destined to be that centre back. Last couple of years, he's been playing left back, which has been fine. But now it's time to start giving him a settled run and letting him know that he's our main man at the back there. So he's definitely an 8 for me.
Okay. Right, people, please do make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're watching it on playback as well. Right. Nico Gonzalez. Steve.
Nico's one of them. It's a strange signing, strange player. I was talking to someone in the shop the other week, and they've only printed 4 shirts with his name in that shop. So this is what I'm saying.
Now that's mad.
Who the fuck's getting? Who is he like? He's like
four Gonzalez shirts, 4 Gonzalez shirts, and a million Khusanov shirts.
It's just mental. But I feel like the last couple of games he's come in, he's done okay.
Yeah.
He's done a job. And I feel like he's another one that just needs a run of games. We need him. And,
facts.
early in the season, the mistake, I think, was it Tottenham when he got pressed to death. That's something he needs to look at. He's definitely not Rodri when it comes to facing away from goal. But he come on the other game. He's seen it out. He's ticking us along nice. He did a mistake in Monaco, but really, is it a mistake? He had to go for the ball. So for me, I'm going to give him a 7 because I feel like he's done okay. Everything we've needed him to do, he's done all right.
Yeah. Do you know what? The receiving his ball facing our own goal, the way he's turning with the ball, I'm noticing it get better every game. He's starting to become quite press resistant in his turn, to be fair. LB, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's just a timing thing. The last 2 games, I think he's really improved. I think it's probably 2 of his best performances. So he's getting better. I don't think he's diving in as much. Something to watch with Nico. Yeah, it's like when he goes to press a player, sometimes he goes in too much, and then they'll pass the ball, and our midfield's been completely destroyed. So I think he's been all right. I'll give him a 6 point. I'll give him a 6.7.
Right, Rodri. This one's going to interest me because I think Rodri's been good.
It's obviously like this is first of all caveat. Yeah. He's just come back from an ACL injury. I think, I don't know if we managed him properly. I wouldn't have personally played him in the Napoli game. Thought that was a bit of an ask. Or, maybe we try to get his fitness up. I don't know how you don't know how it works. You don't know what the doctors and the physios are saying. I think he's been all right. I think he's looking better every game. You know what I mean? His passing's crisper, sharper.
Yeah.
He's looking fitter. So I'd probably give him a 7.
Yeah.
Caveat with obviously he's coming back from ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 7. I feel like he's just we know what he's about. We know he's not there yet 100%, but we are far better with him in the team. He has looked a lot sharper the last couple of games than he has before that. And I feel like he's just picking up little niggles because he had a long time out of football. So we just need him back. But at the minute, for me, 7.
Okay. Right. On to Tijani Reinders, who actually scored yesterday, by the way. So he has found his shooting boots at last.
Yeah, Tijani. I mean, the game against Wolves was fantastic. He looked the part. The last couple of games, he should have scored a couple of goals, really, in Monaco and against Brentford. But he's all right. I think we are a better team with him in it. Him and Rodri have got that link up. He does sort of grace around the pitch and keep it moving, which is something. If you look at last season when we had a Gundogan Kovacic pairing, it was all very side to side and backwards, and there was nothing there. With Reinders, you do get the odd chance where if he sees a gap, he will push the ball into it, and he'll run and he'll beat 2 or 3 players and try and get there. So I just think with Reinders, it's a case of him just getting up to speed with the Premier League, and like you say, it's only 7 games. So for me, I think he's done all right. So I'd go the same as Rodri. I'd say a 7.
Right. I see straight away, and I saw this yesterday, there's some people that really aren't feeling Reinders. I've seen people say, he's not going to be good enough for City. But for me, I completely disagree. I think you're seeing simple signs with him that he's a fucking quality footballer. He just hasn't found his shooting boots. Apart from that, I think him, Rodri and Foden are growing every single game together as well. What about you, LB?
I just think it's all about speed of the game. Yeah, I feel like, when he obviously played minute against Wolves, but people forget that first 20 minutes against Wolves, he wasn't great. And then something just clicked. He started speeding everything up. And then the rest of the game, he was mega. And then I feel like after that, the games that he was playing, it was like the first 20 minutes of Wolves again, where he's getting on the ball, he's driving forward, he's not releasing it quicker, he's not passing the ball quicker, he's getting dispossessed. And but you can clearly see the talent's there, but it's just everything just needs to be quicker. Obviously, it's come from Serie A, where everything's maybe a little slower and that. He's got a little bit more time to make a decision. I mean, if you look at the goal that we scored against Wolves, where he goes on that run and then chips the ball, when he's taking the players on, he has to do that quick because the players are coming to him, and then he's got to play the ball over because Rico's made the run. Yeah, everything's like he's had to do it like that because otherwise the pass wouldn't be on. So the good news is, I thought first 45 against Brentford, I thought he was very, very good. I actually think that first 45 against Brentford, he was actually better than the Wolves game. Second half, he dropped off. Everybody did. But listen, it's been one of them for me. Even though like I'm a little bit disappointed that he's not like slammed it every game, I've never been sure in my life that this is going to be a player that's going to work for us. So for me,
facts.
I'll probably give him a 6.9.
Okay. I mean, for me, just if you look at because I know he got a couple of assists in the Wolves game as well, but if you look at that assist for the Haaland goal against Arsenal, for me, it's just, it's the run he made, the timing of the pass, the weight of the pass, that shows you the guy's just classy for me.
And the thing is as well, the guy gets involved in goal scoring situations. Now, I know he's only got a couple so far, but every game, you're coming away from the game going, he could have had a goal, he could have had an assist. And I know if you keep doing that over the whole season, then it means nothing, right? Because who gives a fuck if he's not putting the ball in the back of it? It doesn't matter. But I'm looking at it and I'm hearing people say, and I'm open to the idea of people say, LB, we should play Rodri and Nico and put Foden in a 10 and drop Reinders. I'm saying, okay, cool. You can do that. However, when we're heavily reliant on Erling Haaland to score all our goals, do you really want to be dropping a player that is getting into goal scoring situations?
Facts.
Now, again, the longer the season goes on, if we get to like December and he's still not scored any more goals, then I feel at that point, it's like, well, he's getting into goal scoring situations, but he's not scoring them. So what's the point? But I think it's a matter of time. I think the goals are going to start raining down soon for Tijani Reinders, man. I think the guy's a baller.
Yeah, facts. Right, Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo, I don't think Bernardo's been that bad. I think he's brought the energy. He's brought exactly what we know. He's not the Bernardo of old. We get that. But if you want commitment and power and energy and pressing, that's what you get with him. So he's not had a great, he's not done anything spectacular, but he's been steady. So I'd probably give him a 6.5.
Yeah. Hit me with a 6.5 as well. Yeah. He's been all right. Steady's the ship. You know what you're getting. Never going to score, never going to assist, but it runs around. Good captain.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job so far as captain.
There's a time and a place for Bernardo. Like, we don't need to be playing him against like Burnley at home and all these kind of games. But when the team's a little shaky, we're not fully like confident. Emirates. You want to play him there. You want someone on the pitch. So
thanks. That's where I think he's done a good job as a captain. I want to see Cherki on the right. I want to see Cherki given a chance when we come back on the right. But right, Foden, Phil, Steve.
I think he's done very well. I feel like after last season, the pressure's been on him. A lot of talk about what what the problem is. Why has he been last season? He was nowhere near it. And I said it a lot on my streams that it was just a case of getting the players around him that are going to give him the ball in them little positions that he wants the ball. The amount of times last season I've seen him with his arms out going, give me the ball, and Gundogan or Kovacic would turn side to side and not give it him. He's the most less effective player on the pitch when you've got two people like that. Yeah, what Rodri and Reinders have been doing is they've been slipping that little ball in the gap. Yeah. And Cherki, when he come on pre-season, him and Cherki looked like they had this little thing going. So for me, he's added goals, he's having assists, and like you say, it looks like he's enjoying his football again. So for me, I feel like it's a solid 8 out of 10 for Phil Foden, and I just hope he can continue it and keep going. I don't mind him not being picked for England. Not interested in England like that. Let him get his head right with Man City. Let him get back on, get him back playing the football he knows. The England thing will come because the way he started the season, Phil, has been spot on for us,
Yeah, I think he's been really, really good. I think obviously we need to see more consistency, but I actually think at times this season already, I might have seen glimpses that we might be getting the best, like we yet to see the best Foden. LB, what about you for Phil?
I'd go 7.5. I've seen, I think he started in the Club World Cup. You started to see him, get involved. He's had a couple of games now where, you're seeing some real nice stuff. Wanted to see him a little bit more against Brentford. Thought a bit quiet in that game. Yeah, but listen, I think basically he's back in it.
Yeah,
and that's this season for me was the one, like, because obviously after last year, it was like, if he doesn't start the season good here, then I'm gonna be like,
I was worried. I was
worried as well. So I was like, please be good this season. Otherwise, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But he's back. He's looking good. He's looking quick. And as Steve said, I think he's benefiting from having players below him giving him the ball quicker.
Yeah.
That was one of my
100%
main problems last year when I was watching City. Yeah, and people who've done the watch-alongs know this, is watching Kovacic, Gundogan and Bernardo pass the ball sideways and backwards. I was losing my shit. I was like, pass the ball forward. Do you know what I mean? It did my literal head. Because the thing is, last year, what happened is, because the team was so scared of losing and conceding goals, what they do this fake thing where they go, oh, if I pass the ball backwards, it's a safer situation because then we keep the ball. But then the ball will go back to Ederson or Ortega. They'd look the ball
we're
at the
inviting
pitch,
press,
and then we've
people,
lost the ball.
Yeah,
so it's like, it was this fake thing that sometimes, it's actually a safer decision to go forward. And it's a better decision because then you could actually create chances to score a goal. So, that's where I'm at with it, man.
Yeah. Do you know what? I remember you saying, Steve, last season that Foden, and probably round about February time, you said Foden is really missing Rodri because Rodri would pop the ball into Foden early, right? When Foden's got plenty of space. And you're so right. This season, that's what I've seen. It's the fact that Rodri trusts Foden, doesn't care if Foden's got players on him. He's still pushing the ball to him.
We have Ruben Diaz and Manuel Akanji on the edge of the box and Foden in a little tight space. And obviously we're in the south stand, so we can see that there's a gap and thinking, just slide it in. But Diaz and Akanji are not brave enough, what LB said, to do that in case they get caught and we're caught on transition and they haven't got the pace to get back. So it's easier to go to the left, to the right. And it was so predictable. If you ever want to see Man City at the worst, watch the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. If you ever want to get wound up watching a game of football, it's that game. Because that game was literally like, right, Palace have scored. We're going to defend. You break us down. Let Ruben Diaz have the ball. Let Akanji have the ball. We don't give a shit. They ain't going to score from there. And Crystal Palace was so comfortable. It was frustrating. But now you're giving it Foden in that little half yard, in that little space. He's turning quick. Look against United when they give it him with two players around him. What did he do? That little bit of a Cruyff turn and he was gone. And that's what we need to do. Trust him. He thrives giving him the ball in the space. He wants people up his arse left and right so he can turn and twist. You're dragging two men out every time you give him the ball, but you've got to be braver to do it. And like you say, the personnel last season weren't brave enough to do it.
Yeah, 100%. I think actually, LB, you made a good point. That is one of the things that I've picked up this season so far is Rodri, Reinders and Foden. They're only, probably 5 games in playing together? 5-6 games in. But every game, you're seeing triangles again. You're seeing the ball being moved quicker. You're seeing forward passing. It's nice to see. Right. What about Churchy?
I've got to go because I've got to go to the Ricky's funeral. But can I just put my ratings here? So Cherky, I'm going to give him a 6.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I'm going to give an 8.
Yeah.
Bob, I'm giving a 5.
Fucking hell. All right.
Savino, I'm giving a 4.
Let me get Bob 5. Savino, you giving a 4? Fair.
Mamouche, I'm giving a 4.
Yeah.
Haaland, I'm giving 11. And that's me. Big up Ricky the 8 Manhattan. See you in a bit.
Appreciate it, Steve.
See you later. Bye, mate. See you, LB.
W's in the chat, Steve, people. Right then, LB, we'll Cherky, where are you with Cherky? Very limited, didn't we?
Yeah, very limited. Obviously, come off the bench against Wolves, looking decent for 10 minutes. Got a nice goal, has to be said. But he's played 100 minutes for Manchester City Football Club. So
he wasn't good against Tottenham, to be fair, as well.
Well, he did create that chance for Haaland. Haaland should have scored the header, where he dinked it in, and Haaland had a free header. So I'll give him a 6 as well. In fact, no, I'm going to give him a 6.2. Okay, I know he's only played 100 minutes, but I think he's been all right.
Fair. Doku.
Chiesa. Big old Chiesa, yeah? Impressed. Very impressed.
Yeah,
big year for him. Needed to perform. He knew that. He said it on his YouTube channel. I'll say... Oh, Steve's giving him an 8, yeah? I give it an 8.2. But I don't want this to just be like a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the Doku stands have got loud and that. Fair dues, yeah. He's mint, right? And he's played really mint, hence my score. But like they were very quick to get loud. It's kind of like, right, he's had 4 good games. Yeah. I need to see, and I don't think he was particularly great when we've seen him in the last match. Yeah. So I think he needs to continue it. We need
facts. 100%.
If he can continue that all season, he'll be top 3 City players of the season. But it's no good just having 4 games. So consistency is key.
Yeah, facts. Same with him and Foden. With both of them, I know we've got previous with Foden, but with both of them, consistency, like for me, is everything. Right, Oscar Bob. What's your take on Oscar Bob?
Oscar Bob.
I think he's better than a 5.
I think Steve's a little harsh there, man. I can't lie. I'll probably give him a 6.
Yeah. See, for me, right.
I think he's been all right, man. Like,
I mean, he's so talented. His feet,
he's talented, man.
But the problem is, right. So he's got in the position a few times this season, quite a few times. It's kind of he likes to get in down that right-hand side, kind of, and he cuts in, right? And before the injury, he was scoring. But at the moment, he's trying to cut it back all the time. It's like he hasn't got that confidence. He's getting in the same positions he used to get in. He's just not impacting the game with a goal or an assist at the moment. I mean, he did against Wolves, but
is the problem for all our wingers, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we do have to remember. But whereas the thing with Oscar before, was that he was impacting. Before he got injured, he was impacting games. Whereas now, but the one thing I would say with him is he has just come off the back of a fucking nearly year-long injury.
Yeah, the thing is, we have no idea with Bob because we've not seen him that much. Like, how close is he to full fitness? Is this full fitness? Is this the best of Bob? Or is he still...
Is he still weary as well? Because you got to remember, he got injured, came back and got injured again. He's probably... And it's his first injury. He probably is weary as fuck.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with him, man. But, he needs to step it up. I don't think he's been good enough to hold that position down, but I think he's been all right.
Yeah, that's the thing at the moment on the right, innit? No one has done enough on the right-hand side.
Remember as well, chat, this is his breakout year.
Yeah.
This is the first season that he's come into the squad and he's like, right, regular game time. Because last year he was injured, and the season before that, he was just coming off the bench for the odd game. He started one game.
The season before...
He started the Brentford game away. And I think that was it. I think that's the only game he started that season.
The season before, we got substantially less game time of Bob than we did Nico O'Reilly last season, right? Yeah, substantially less. So I think you're right on that. He was great that summer, but we'll see. Right, on to this one. And people are saying you're going to rate him really fucking low. Sevilla. Do you know what, right? Quickly, I did a show yesterday with Sava, right? And Tottenham fans fucking love him. Tottenham fans think he's their fucking, solves all their problems.
Yeah, but, I mean, they got Brennan Johnson on the wing, so it's not surprising, is it? To be honest, obviously, again, not match fit, so caveat this with he's not been fully match fit.
We've seen him against Huddersfield. We've seen him against Brentford. I think he's been poor. I can't lie.
I didn't think he was great against Huddersfield. Yeah. I know he got the goal, but I don't think he was great. Brentford.
Playing on the left, by the way, where we've both said we want to see him. And
I don't think he's been great, man. I'll probably give him a 3.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? We just ain't fans of Savio, are we? I think that's hard.
That's not. I'm a big fan of Savio.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think Savio's fucking top player, man. But he's not been great this year. I'm a big fan of Savio. Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, me. Weirdly, when we got him last season, I just looked at him and thought, aesthetically pleasing. I'm not feeling him, and I get the left-hand side thing, and I've kind of said I want to see him on the left-hand side, but there's something about him I'm just not fucking feeling about Savio at all. I wasn't as harsh as you two, but... Right, what about Marmoush? Because I don't think Marmoush... I mean, we're limited on game time, but against Tottenham, for me, I think fucking... He missed a really big chance early doors.
He did. That was at 0-0 as well.
Yeah.
You got to take your chances.
Yeah.
Wolves, he come off the bench. Brighton, he was one of our best players in the first half and then got subbed off. Probably a mistake in hindsight from Pep Guardiola. Got the assist in that as well. I'd probably give him a 5.5.
See, for me with Marmoush, right, this is what I want to see because when Marmoush comes back at the moment, I don't think he should be starting ahead of Doku. I don't want to see him on the right. We've got other options to try on the right. And obviously, Haaland's Haaland. Now, I would imagine we'll start Marmoush against Swansea. But I feel like we could start bringing, maybe against Everton, bring Marmoush on in like the 60th minute. And I think we could see Marmoush start to kill off games.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens with him, man. I don't know, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I get 5.5.
Right, and the last one, the girl. Steve gave him 11 out of 10.
Yeah, exceptional. Best version of Haaland I've ever seen. Frightening. Left foot, right foot. It's the header against Monaco. Build up play, hold up play, bullying defenders, popping it off, linking up. Oh, everything, man. Everything just
and by the way,
exceptional.
And we mentioned it, I think, with Bernardo being a good captain. You can see fucking how much Haaland wants to be a leader now as well.
100%, man. Yeah, for me, just what a player. What a player. We're so lucky to have him, man.
Yeah.
We're so lucky to have him. Yeah, so yeah, 10 out of 10 for me.
You're giving him a 10. I gave him a 9.7. I gave him a 9.8. Then I remembered when he didn't slip the ball through to Foden against Arsenal, so dropped it to a 9.7. But he's been unreal, man. Do you know what? It's really, really confusing me how when I see on TikTok and Instagram and I see like these reels where people are going up to people and saying, who's the best? And they are saying clearly striker, 9 or forward in world football at the moment, right? And for me, if you don't say Harry Kane or Haaland, you're lying.
You're lying, yeah.
You just fucking lie. And this is the thing. I understand the play a bit, but even that bit, I'd argue that till the cows come home as well. But if you're saying,
what's the job of a striker?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. The job as a goalkeeper. We judge a goalkeeper. We say goalkeepers are like the best in the world, right? Based on how much they save. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
And this is the truth. You go to Edison, when Edison was prime Edison with his feet, yeah, none of us would ever put Edison as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Why? Because we knew that Neuer's, Alisson's existed, and as actual goalkeepers doing their job, they were better, right? I don't know any City fan that tried to say Edison was better than Neuer or Alisson, right? Because you just go, he's a goalkeeper, and the fundamentals of a goalkeeper is saving goals. They're in at that, right? So I don't understand why with Haaland as a forward, it's not the same thing.
No, it's a madness, bro, to be honest with you. Obviously, like, people just don't want to admit that their rivals have like one of the best players in the world. Because that's exactly what we've got. But I'm telling you now, I've watched Real Madrid a number of times on the second channel, More LB. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And I'm telling you now, Mbappe, is this season so far been nowhere near the level of Erling Haaland. Not on hold up play, not on anything, bro. He's not been nowhere near Haaland, bro. It's just not true. So I agree. The only two players right now that you can choose in that position on current form is Haaland and Kane.
Yeah,
me, I'm taking Haaland. Haaland's doing it in a more difficult league.
Yeah, and the other thing, by the way, as well, for me with Haaland is that like doesn't get spoke about. So he scores 5 goals for Norway, right? Yeah. And then people go, yeah, but it's against a shit team. All right, so Gokares and fucking Isaac played Kosovo. And between them, they couldn't get one goal between them, right?
Exactly,
and he is like, this is a thing where people say, oh, well, like the one thing I've heard people go to in the past is, yeah, but what's he doing for his country? He ain't done fuck all for his country. Well, to be fair, he's literally fucking take his goals away from Norway. They ain't qualified for the World Cup yet, right?
Yeah.
He's qualified. He's dragging them to the World Cup as well. So,
He's got 48 goals in 45 games for Norway. Isak's got 16 in 53.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
They play the same teams, Sweden and Norway. They play the same teams.
And Sweden and Norway are very similar in quality. Very similar in quality. It's absolutely mad. Right, we've got that there. So we've got mine, yours, Pulpy's, and Big Steve's. So we will.
We're doing a Pep rating.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah. How do you rate Pep?
I thought the Tottenham game, he got it completely wrong. Brighton maybe shouldn't have suck off Marmoush. Since then, I think he's got the starting 11s bang on. could argue Rodri shouldn't have started against Napoli just for injury purposes. But I think Pep's doing a good job this year, man.
Same,
Do you know what I
mate.
mean? I think
Seeing everything I need to see from him.
After the Tottenham game, bro, and the Brighton game, I was on the shows, I was doing the channel, and I was saying, listen, Pep's got to realise, man, he can't keep playing the players like this, like playing Cherky. I think he played Reinders. No, he played Nico, Reinders, Foden, and Cherky, I think, against Spurs. And like, it's not going to work. And since then,
bro, it wasn't
been
fair,
a bit more.
Was it? It
wasn't.
And three new players thrown in midfield is mad.
But then after that, he's solidified.
Yeah.
He's gone consistent with his team selection, which I've been begging for. Yeah, I've been like, please just keep the same back four, keep the same team, keep it going, keep it going. And people was like, LB, would you not drop Bernardo? I said, no, I won't drop Bernardo. I want the same 11. Yeah, we're finally winning games. Let's not change anything. And he's kept it going and kept it going. One of the downsides is you might get injuries, your players might fade off in the last 20 minutes because they're knackered, but you're winning football matches. And I think Pep Guardiola, since that Spurs game, less so the Brighton, because the Brighton was a bit of a weird one, I've really locked it in. I think Pep's smashing it. So I'll probably give him an 8.
I gave him an 8.5. I'm with you. I think I made it very clear in the summer. I'm giving Pep 10 games, and then I will form my opinion. Right, I'll never be screaming Pep out or nothing, but I'll form my opinion of whether I think he's the right man for the job or not. And everything I've seen, like, because ultimately, if I saw stubbornness that I saw last season, then I'm not a willingness to give certain players a chance. And bro, I can't lie. There's been times this season it is like he's watching our streams.
Who?
Pep. It's like he's got someone watching YouTube and Twitter, because it's like people ask for something and they get it the next game. I've saw calls for Bernardo to be dropped next game. He'd been dropped. It's been 10 games, Daps. You need to be Pep out now. Why would I be Pep out now after these 10 games, lads? Why would I possibly be Pep out? I think if you're running a Pep out agenda now, that is fully an agenda. You can't be looking at this season and saying you want him gone.
Yeah, well, based on so far, I need to make one alteration.
Go on.
I need to lower Khusanov a bit, man.
Right.
A little bit.
I do agree with you. Just to see,
I think it's
me and Pulpy both gave him an 8.
Yeah. I'll bring him down to an 8.4. I still think he's been solid. I give him an 8.5. I still think 7 from Steve's really low.
Mate, I think it's almost like Steve was trying to... You know how Pep used to be harsh towards Foden to try and fucking, keep humbling him.
Khusanov Steve's son, something like that. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. It's like he's being extra harsh on him. I was thinking,
it's like, son, you need to improve. And he's like, I'm fucking putting... LB's giving me 10 on 10s on player ratings. He's like, LB don't know he's fucking talking about, son. Yeah.
There we go. Right, people. I'm gonna put those out.
Let's have a look at your ratings then.
Hold on.
Have you done any different, like majorly different or no?
So Bob.
Oh, Pulpy gave Donnarumma a 9.
Yeah.
Nah, that's glaze. That is fucking glaze. 9 for Donnarumma is a glaze. Let's see what else he's given. 7.5 for Nico O'Reilly is low. Yeah,
but if you're looking at that, O'Reilly
8.5 for Diaz is mad as well for me. That is pretty high. I can't lie. He's been decent, but 8.5 is
me and Pulpy probably got.
Yeah. You was buzzing yesterday, innit? I bet you say he was going to win the quad. Let's have a look what else you've got on here.
Wait, I tell you what, I need to do one with Martin. Actually, that would be mental. There's going to be 9s all over the show.
And you only give Haaland a 9.5. That is dirty scores, man.
Yeah, but he said he'd never give anyone a 10. And for me, right, I gave Haaland a 9.5. Then I started gassing him and was like, nah, I need to give him a 9.8. And then someone reminded me of the Tottenham miss. And then I was like, nah, actually, you're right. Yeah, because of that, I need to drop it down. So... But yeah, that's
the only one for me I'd say there is I think Donnarumma's too high, Nico's too low, and I'd say Diaz is a bit too high as well.
Pulpy gave 9. He gave Doku a 9 as well. Pulpy.
Man, I hear it, but Is he? Yeah, I'd probably say it's a little high, but I'm not going to argue with that one. But Donnarumma 9 is mad, especially when he was like partially to blame for a fucking Arsenal goal.
Yeah, he probably was, to be fair.
Well, no, he definitely was. He was in no man's land, wasn't he? So
he was. He was in no man's land. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, that's fair. Right then, what you got coming up today, LB?
Do some stream later on, Bray. I don't know what I'm doing in it. But
Watch
yeah, we'll
longs?
just.
Any watch longs?
Nah, not tonight, man. I think I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. Might do a late night stream or whatever. But yeah, man, just chilling, Bray. What about you? You do not?
We've got a show on Never a Foul in now. And then after that, I'm basically, my daughter's chose to she's found a way to blag to stay at her mum's instead of mine tonight, which basically is telling me she prefers her mum to me, which is mint. So I'm going to chill out tonight, to be honest, and get some food and relax, mate. Probably, I might, do you know what? I might do a watch along. I might, because I think, is it Belgium today? Who have we got today, quickly? Football fixtures.
Germany are on.
Yeah, I don't want to watch. We ain't got no Germans.
Belgium are playing North Macedonia if you want to watch that.
You don't want to watch France.
Yeah,
I might do one for Belgium, you know. I might do a Doku and De Bruyne watch, potentially. Now that I ain't got my daughter. Yeah, might do that. We will see. Or alternatively, I'll just eat loads of food. And
I watched a mint film the other day called Warfare.
Yeah.
Fucking mint.
All right, I watched Warfare.
It come out last year, yeah. In the cinema. I had never heard of it, right? And it just is it called Warfare? Warfare film.
Is it Warfare?
Yeah, Warfare film. Oh no, it come out earlier this year. Mate, it's fucking mint. Yeah, it's sick, right? Gotta get it on, yeah. Get it on. Have you got like a sound speaker in that? Because it sounds on mad.
Yeah.
Put the sound speaker on the sound bar, yeah. And it's mint. Basically, these guys, it's based on it's a mad. Listen how mad this is, yeah. It's not spoiler, yeah. This is all like legit, yeah. It's not spoiler. But basically, it's based on this true story of these Americans, yeah, in Iraq back in the war, and they was in this house and they were just reconning. Yeah, they were reconning, and then they realized, bro. Yeah, it's not spoiler. You find out this straight away, right? You realize that they realized that the army, the Iraqi army, or whoever it is they're fighting, knows they're there, and like second by second.
Bro, I started watching this, you know, and fell asleep. I started watching this and fell asleep.
Bro, watch it, man.
I know exactly what you mean. It's kind of filmed almost like a documentary, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's all everything in it's true, yeah. And listen how mad this is, chat. Yeah, one of the guys that was in there, yeah, he lost his legs, right? Because obviously a bomb went off and he lost his legs, right? And he doesn't remember, yeah, what happened because obviously the bomb went off. And he lost his legs, but obviously he's fucking unconscious or whatever. And when he's woke up, he's like, what the fuck has gone on? I don't remember anything. So he went to the film to watch the film to work out.
Fucking hell.
And basically he's watching, and everything in the film is legit because obviously everyone who was in it, not everyone died. So that they told the directors what went on. And then he is watching the film, yeah, basically realizing everything that happened, why he lost his legs. It's fucking mad. It's sick. Go watch it, man. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, man. It's not one of these films that's like 3 hour long, which is long these days, isn't it?
I'm going to order some food literally midway through Never a Foul, and then I'm going to go and watch that. There you go. You're giving me my afternoon. Right, people. LB, appreciate you coming over. People, make sure you're smashing the like button on the way out. This is going to redirect over to Never a Foul, where we have what's the name of the showcast today? Full-time Rivals with Jay, Monts, Cass. Catch? No. Well, with the usual Friday panel. Oh, D, Crystal Palace D. So we are out, people. Peace.